We are live. Hey, you guys.
Hello, hello.
I I am slow going this morning.
This
Denise,
afternoon.
oh, this afternoon,
She was slow going this morning. See,
Denise is
that's how
on.
slow going she is. She don't even know it's afternoon yet.
Denise is no going almost.
Yeah, that's true. I have got a cold. These change in the weather is about to kick my behind.
Well,
It's
I
been
need.
cold for the past couple of days, and now it's going to get hot again. I told him, I said, I don't want pneumonia again because that's what put me in the hospital the last time.
Yeah, you don't need pneumonia again. Hey there, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
How you doing, sweetie?
good. How are you guys?
Well, Chris, I'm awake. I'm up. Look, I didn't realize that sometimes when I'd be looking at something that I'd have my face like this the other night, Denise, like,
I know. I saw your face.
Chris, I fell asleep. I slept for like 2 hours and he then woke me right back up. I had to clean out
And
Ash's
here's
cake.
Jasmine.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
Jasmine, let me make you big.
Hey,
Oh,
Jasmine.
look, you beautiful girl.
Is
She's
she beautiful?
yeah.
She is.
But I fell back asleep and ever since then I have been sleeping not regular.
And then I
Um,
called her, and she's
Mm.
asleep. And I'm sick.
yeah,
This weather
Casey
changes.
was, and I guess my allergy medicine is what, because my nose was stopped up and everything. I took that one allergy pill and
Oh.
it
That
knocked it
makes
up.
me go to sleep.
Kevin said, "Well, I take one." I said, "Well, I do too every night." I said, "But sometimes if I start getting that congestion on that right side of my face, I said, I have to go ahead and get in front of it." Well, um, Chris,
Yeah.
Tracy is getting a little bit closer. She's not halfway yet, but still a
She's
good bit.
she's slowly getting there.
Yeah. So you keep the prayers going,
Mhm.
and anybody else out there that's listening, keep the prayers going for
Yeah.
Tracy's GoFundMe page.
So,
And
I seen that live stream that we did. It ended.
that's as long. Whoa! I tell you what,
Yeah.
Chris,
That was a
Yeah.
long time.
15
That
hours.
was that was like 14 hours.
15.
That was 15-hour live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Probably
as
won't
young
do.
as I'm not as young as I used to be.
You
Uh-uh.
probably won't do it. You probably won't do it again.
Mm-mm. But no, if it was something that somebody needed, yes, I would. I really would.
Yeah.
Um,
You probably got tired from a 15-hour live stream.
yeah, and I think it got my kind of my sleeping erratic,
Hmm.
very erratic, but that's okay.
I was worn out.
I was worn out as well because I woke up and then the live stream is like, oh, she must have got tired.
Oh, we just were done. It was
We're
like
just
stick a
done.
fork in us. We were done.
And that was fine because we had people that were like one time we was going to stop, then some more people, so the time frame of people out west and all that that was pretty good. People popped in and spoke to
Like
us, and then they popped
Jess has
out.
been.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm hearing an
Jasmine.
echo. Is that? Oh, that was me. Let me see.
Jasmine.
All right, I was trying to see. All right. Hi, the
There's
truth.
that Ruth.
Let me.
Yeah.
All things great for these wonderful people of God, people of this channel. His providences proclaim him to be a God who hears prayers. God bless. Thank you,
Amen.
Ruth. God bless you too. God
Oh,
bless you
yes.
too.
Thank you,
Um,
the truth.
prayers, the truth that, hey, Grayscale, Tony, the truth
Hey,
just
Tony.
prayers that Tracy can get to her goal. I have faith. I have faith that she will.
Oh, me too. Hey, Tony.
Oh, Tony, it was my butt being up so long the other night.
It whipped all our butts being up so long. And this weather changes got me sick. That's why
Yay!
you know in my face.
Oh, Tracy, we love
Hey,
you too.
Tracy.
We love you too.
Oh, I love you, baby.
So very much. I'm happy to see you right there.
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
Right at 15, Tony. Or yeah. Yeah.
Oh, 15 hours. Yeah, the other day. Yes. It
Which
was 15
yeah, I
hours.
could hang out with everybody indefinitely.
15 hours. I'm
But
like, I weren't built for that stuff.
well, Tracy, we have faith that you're gonna hit your goal. Once you
Yep.
once you have the people sending by snail mail. Yep.
But I tell you what, Tracy, it was worth every second
Yes. Yes, it
of
was.
the time we were on, sweetheart.
Yes, and Chris, he'd be so silly because anytime he would pop back on, he'd be like, Miss Norgus, you're still on. I'd say, yeah. And he'd just laugh. And Tracy, he did say that all he has to send you is prayers. And I told him that is the greatest thing he can do. That's
Yes.
what Chris said. I said, that's the greatest thing you can send,
Amen.
Chris, is, prayers and his love. So
That's what he said.
that is.
He did.
But Tracy, we're going to get you fixed.
We are.
We have to. We've got to get you fixed.
We're going to.
Yeah, and I've said this before on the channel, we are, I guess, a society sometimes we say, well, I don't have much to offer, but hey, Myra, hey there.
Myra. Hey,
We'll say,
sweetheart.
I don't have nothing to offer, but, my prayers. And, that is the greatest gift. The greatest gift is to pray for, each other. But the greatest gift is love, is what,
Yes,
God said, the greatest
it
one is
was.
love. But prayer is a
Good.
mighty thing.
Yes, they are.
It's in the Bible with prayers and supplication, and
Yep.
I
That's
don't have,
good.
yeah.
There's lots of gifts, but the greatest gift is love.
Mm-hmm. I'm missing her singing too. I am missing her singing. But Tracy, I'll go back to the older ones from a few years
Uh-huh.
ago, and I just share them. But I sit there and listen to you singing.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all I listen to. I'll like
Hmm.
press the button and listen to Tracy sing.
It's like Mama. When I dyed my hair
Yeah.
and I heard and Mama was talking, I'm like, oh, and then it's like I wasn't sitting there just watching myself dye my hair. I was listening to what me and Mama was saying back and forth, and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I like to. I've seen watched some of them, and I can see Mama coming
Hmm.
across the back over there, and I'm like, uh huh.
Tony, we are still waiting for word, but the last time, let me see, not last week, but the last time we went live, um,
Josh.
Joss, Joss came, she sent
Came in.
chat and said she'd be sending us an update. So she's still with us. She's still fighting. And
Yes, she is.
so Joss just hasn't sent, the long update. So we're still waiting. So still prayers for both Sonia and Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Without a doubt. Always.
And I know it's erratic as I come on, but it's just when I can get up. This morning, Denise messaged me, and I'm like,
No,
"What?"
I called, and then she sent me a message saying she didn't sleep. I said, okay.
And sometimes I will go back to sleep, like actual sleep, and sometimes it's just so tired, and it's not
Yeah.
always staying up, all night. It's just my body doesn't like getting up too early now. I think Kevin is noticing that too.
It
Um,
sometimes it makes a difference. I more or less I rest most of the day. Hey, Josie.
Hi, Josie and Rhonda.
Good to see you. Hey, Rhonda.
Rhonda, there is a GoFundMe page at the top for Tracy. Tracy's needing to get an injection. So there's a GoFundMe page for her. And as always, prayers are very, very welcome.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing, as I said.
Yeah. She's got to have infusion.
Between the 8th of December and the 22nd. So I have the 8th,
Hey, Kevin.
hey,
I love
Kevin.
you, honey.
So the 8th, the 13th, the 15th, and the 22nd, I go to vein ablation therapy treatment therapy or something.
That's Kevin.
Thank you, Josie. Where's Oh, I
He's
see.
good.
Where? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kevin. Prayer Angel Group. Yep.
So, has anybody else had those ablation things? Because I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I just don't
They're
know.
gonna blow you up.
Okay, but I'm all right to. Well, I won't be
You're gonna
driving.
be fine.
All right, Kevin, don't let me drive in that area anyway.
Well, don't freak out. You'll be
Kevin
fine.
said, "Love you, honey."
I see it. Oh, he's so crazy. Oh, he knows.
Kevin, we're going to have a hard ending since I have to go to Walmart and be back because Tiffany has to be at work at 4:30. So, you guys, he came home for lunch. Praying, Rhonda, prayer is the greatest thing.
Uh-huh.
He had
Hey,
his
that's a lot of help, Rhonda.
he had his Mexican from last night, and I had it warmed up, and I was doing the cheese dip that come
I
large
know.
in the styrofoam cup, and I was heating it up a little bit and stirring it, heating it up. And when I got it out of the microwave, the whole bottom went out. The whole bottom went out, and it was like I tried to grab it, cheese all in my hands.
She's got to do a hard ending because she's gonna have to go.
Yes, a hard ending because I got to
To Walmart.
go to Walmart.
She got to get stuff.
So you guys, I had cheese dip all down this hand. What went in the floor, Bailey was licking it.
Yeah.
I run through the bedroom with something under my hand and was telling Kevin, my hand's clean, my hand's clean. So I kind of gave him the spoon and the bottom of it. It was a mess. Love you too, baby. But yeah, I just made very much of a mess with cheese
Take care,
dip.
Steven. I tell you to behave, but you don't know how.
I told him when he come home for lunch. I said, because he was watching TV, and I said, "Well, baby," I said, "just think now, when you retire in a few months, at least you can finish an episode and do what you have to do, and come back, and you'll come back to rest."
Uh-huh.
So yes, what I think he's putting it in February, and then his birthday is May. So that's another chapter, a big chapter in our life. One big chapter was when he came off the road after years and years of being on the road. And I was used to eating when I wanted to. Well, except for weekends, he'd be home.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But, all during the week, I ate when I wanted to, or I'd just give the kids money to get them something. I watched what I wanted to on TV and stuff like that. Well, then he come off the road and was local. Oh, girl, I know that look, Rhonda. Yes, you are our miracle, just one of many miracles that we have seen here. Another miracle is, we were praying and praying over fractured families that wasn't getting to see their adult children and grandchildren. Well, right now, I'll let her share whenever another day that she can say it. But we have one of our friends on here that is actually with her daughter and new grandbaby. So, that's a miracle in itself. And she shared pictures, but, I won't share those. But anyway, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And we see answered prayers all the time. And like you, Rhonda, it's a miracle, that you went through what you did and then be home in 5 days. And then, when our heart's ripped out, sometimes about our grandchildren, and then we get to see them, is at the time, it feels very much like a miracle. If you've ever, had children or grandchildren that your heart just broke wide open about, you understand.
Amen.
You understand that that feeling, and you just can't all the time share it on Facebook of how you feel, because family members and everybody sees it, and we have to keep it close to our chest.
Yeah.
Amen, Tracy. Yes. In his time.
Miracles happen every day.
It's that time of day, ain't it?
It is.
But yeah, and sometimes we're like, but I'm hurting now. I need it now. But when God does it, hey, Neville, long time, Neville.
Well, hello.
How is my friend?
Great to see you
in Australia. How are you, my friend? Our brother?
Across the water, down under.
Well, Rhonda, everybody doesn't understand.
No.
People see us like if we go live or something and they see our face and our demeanor. And at the time, we're in our happy place. Because when we're talking to you guys are our family, and you make us happy. So, in days like this, Denise just she's not feeling good and she don't want to show her face, but she's still here. So people, they think of our health as what they see here,
Yeah.
and not the things that we, don't share all the time.
Right.
If
I
that makes
mean,
sense to you
who
guys.
wants to, you don't want to come on here and complain about stuff that's happening with your body and with your, a lot of times with your body and with your heart, it's like some things you can, some things you can't. But you don't want to sit here and continuously talk about it because it's not. I mean, when we talked, what we did about Tracy was important for
Mm-hmm.
us. Y'all needed to hear what was going on and what was happening with her because all of y'all missed her. And Tracy is such a fine, awesome woman. She's worth oh, she's worth more than anything to me. Her love, her friendship, the sisterhood I have with her is amazing. And it is with all of you guys when I come on here.
Hi, Jen.
Even though I'm not feeling all that great, listen, I love being here. I love the love that y'all share out. The feeling, just is warm. It's comforting. It's very soothing. And there's no other place I'd rather be.
And I don't want anybody to think you can't share how you're feeling
No,
because,
you can share all the time.
because that's one thing I have to say is
I'm
I've
talking about us coming on every day.
yeah,
And
I
this is no.
I have shared with some people that I have stopped saying I hate my body.
Yep.
Because I was saying that at church sometimes when I'd be hurting. Wait,
Yeah.
men that can't walk as far. Good, still smoke free and keeping busy. I'm so
Amen.
glad you checked in with us. So
I am
glad.
so glad.
But yeah, I have been at church and tell God, I just hate my body. Why? I just want to be able to do this and this. And sometimes God will make you he can show you something that will make you ashamed forever saying something like that. Um, because there's those that maybe can't walk, or, he'll just show you. He will open your eyes and say, you see, look at the fate that person has right there. And, telling them, well, God, I just wish I didn't talk so much, because I know it gets on Kevin's nerves, and, him and Tiffany aren't chatty. And if I just didn't talk so much, but then, he opened my eyes to the last time I was at church, he opened my eyes to a girl that she can't talk, but she prays and she has faith that one day she will. So, shame on me. Shame on me for wishing, wanting to be that way, because I am the way he made me. Do I talk too much? Yeah. Do I repeat what I say? Yeah. I mean, if you talk as much as I do, I always tell people, you're going to sin somewhere down the line because, you're going to say something that's not pleasing to the Lord. So
I talk all the time to y'all.
I even set, look, you guys, I didn't make church Sunday. I even set my clock. And I was up sick all night long. I just could not get up. Yeah, Tracy. Because had my diagnosis, had my body not just decided at a certain time in my life, this is it.
Yeah.
You can't work anymore. You're out more than you're in. So you can't do that anymore. And it wasn't that I jumped right into this. It took it took a while that I was in my room under a lot of depression, and then it was little by little. He didn't just throw me out here to this. And still to this day don't know where I come across Tracy's video, but I did.
Slowly but surely.
And I came across Sonia's. Denise come across mine,
Hmm.
and the rest of you guys. I just, I thank God. So that was because of my my illness.
And that's me. I came to a place, not only was I praying to make sure I got in a good place, I got in a godly place. I just didn't get in a good place. I got in a godly place. The best, the best, the best. And with people who understood what was going on with me. Um, but yeah, my dad, I got my butt chewed yesterday by my dad. Because he told me, he said, because there are certain things that I can't do sometimes. And he's like, well, when you can't do it, then you ask somebody to help. Your daughter's right there. She'd be glad to help you. I said, but it's so hard
I know.
because I'm the fixer. I'm not the needer.
Yeah.
That is a whole new world to me. And I've been like this. I went out of work in 2010, 12 years later, and I still having issues trying to ask somebody to help me do something. It's
Well,
awful.
I find it very easy now if I'm in the
You're
store.
right, Tracy.
I find it
Oh,
very
yeah.
easy now to ask somebody, "Could you please load that dog food up for me? Can you
Yeah.
please do that?" And it won't be just the
Sure.
person that works there.
Yeah. Can you get
It'll
it off the shelf for me?
or when I
Just,
get to the vehicle. If somebody's at their
yeah.
car, I'll say, "Could you please if you're able, would you put this in my car for me?" I learned it was hard to learn that,
I'm Now,
but
certain things like that I do, but it's something as simple, y'all. Something as simple as just using a brush to clean out the toilet,
oh yeah.
opening the stuff to put around in the toilet to clean it out. I tried for a week to try to clean the toilet, but I couldn't get the brush in my hand just right where I could do what I needed to because it was hurting. And I couldn't get it right. And I was like, now this is ridiculous. Just to swish around the toilet with a brush, with a
Well,
handle on it. Ain't like I had to stick my hand in there. And it's like, well, why didn't you ask? And I'm like, because it feels really ridiculous to ask you to scrub out my toilet because I can't use the toilet brush right now.
you can't grip it, and there's times I can't. I
I know, but it just, but
Yeah.
I'm talking simple little things like that is what just, I don't know. It
Yeah,
just,
I didn't realize how much Casey was um, my pot stirrer. I don't know how to say that. Pot stirrer. That he's the one that kept my Brunswick stew stirred.
yeah,
It was like a week, and I'm like, what in the world? Why is that bothering me right in? Then I remembered you made that chili and you made that Brunswick stew back to back. And both of those things, with the huge boiler, you just have to keep the bottom stirred. And something like that of stirring a pot.
yep,
And when I get tired, my mind starts doing one thing and my body's doing another. And usually my breathing stops and I don't realize it.
yeah.
Casey would, but I don't. So when I
I
get
need
to that
to breathe, Mama.
Yeah, so when I get to that point, I will be doing something so fast and it will be onions going this way and my boom going that way, and I'm like, and I get, I get another one, and I'm doing it again, and I throw things. I do it at the grocery store. I almost hit a woman with a can. I had one can, one went one way, one went the other. I almost hit a woman with it. Yes. Yes, Neville. And I know I make lists, and I do that now because Denise would
Yeah, it is.
say, "Well, what have you done today?" You tell me. And when I say it, she'll say, "Now think about that, what you've done." I say, "Okay, then I don't feel so bad." Or the other day, I mark things off a list. Even if it's calling this place, go here, got those things accomplished. And I felt so good. And I sent Casey a message. I said, called the doctor. I did this, 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 and this. He said, "Well, good for you, Mama. Good for you." And it's, the kids
Yeah.
say, "Well, you don't have to tell us every time you do something. I don't want you to feel like I'm just fussing." I said, "No. When I say it, I just want to feel accomplished."
Yeah, because even me, first time I got in behind the wheel of the car again,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can go to the corner right here to the store by myself and come home. Nobody be here, just me. And I just take a notion. I ride up to the store, get what I got to get, come home. Just that little bit. I mean, literally, y'all. I can get in my car, go to the store, get what I got to get, and get back home in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how close it is. But for me, that was a way of taking a bit of my independence back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, now, like today, I probably wouldn't drive because I don't feel good. But on top of that,
Yeah.
the hands hurt. So it's holding on to the steering wheel is not going to be that great. It's not going to feel that great. It's going to hurt. So I won't
Um,
be driving today.
we visited yesterday with the couple that we went last year. Kevin watches football with them, and they're all about football. And it was quite a ride. But he was talking about, and now it wasn't really cold Saturday, not really. But he was saying, "We're going to ride in the Jeep." I said, "Well, heck no." Oh, yes, it is good
It's
to catch
great
up
to
now.
see you.
But I told him, I said,
Never.
"No,
Just so happy.
because we don't know how the weather's going to be coming home." And I'm so glad because there's no doors on it, and there's
Yeah.
only like a metal roof on top. I said, because the last time we went there, it was raining. And I had to get a trash bag and sit on it and hold it a certain. I'm like, no. So on the way home, sure enough, it was foggy. Saturday night was so foggy, and it was
Yeah.
cold riding. Just
Uh-huh.
from, and the reason I know is because what we always have to do is we'll leave the truck with Tiffany right at the end of our road, and then ride back in the Jeep. So that way she has a ride home for the night. And just riding from point A to point B here, oh no. I said, that would not have been good. He said, "What feels
And that
good to
ain't 2
me."
minutes.
I
That
said, "It
ain't
might."
even in the vehicle 2 minutes.
He said, "Feels good to me." I said, "Fine, drop me off and do a few blocks." I said, "But Kevin, this kind of weather gets right down in our bones."
Yeah. It's
I said,
bad.
we can't handle this. But
Yeah. Mm-mm.
but yeah. Um but there's times that I feel my legs would just do this weird thing to where I don't know if they're gonna wobble out from under me. I just don't know. So I don't get behind the wheel.
Mm-mm.
Say Kevin got
Mm.
home now, we need dog food and cat food. If he were to come home and if I were to be walking outside and my legs do the wibble wobble, take going down a couple steps, I'd turn right around and come back in the house. I will not drive with wibble wobble legs. That's what I'm gonna call them,
Nope.
wibble wobble. But we have to learn to listen to our bodies.
Yes.
We have to listen to our own bodies. Mama went through this.
Yep, because if you don't, they yell at you.
Mama loved to cook, and I love to cook. Am I able to all the time? No, but I love it.
Well, cooking is
Oh,
almost out of the question for me. The hands don't work good enough.
well, thank you, Lord. See, small things. If the rain stops and starts back, as long as we're dry getting in the vehicle and dry getting out.
Yeah.
I had to put a Kroger bag over my hair because I had my hair fixed. I didn't know it was raining. I had to put my purse in a Kroger bag. That's a Neville. That's our
Uh-huh.
Kroger store is our grocery store.
Hey, Raven.
Raven, hey,
Oh, my goodness. It's
but
good to see you,
yes.
sweetheart.
Wait, I'll show you guys what I look like because I did. I fixed my hair and I fixed my makeup. And Keithan looked at me because I didn't have my glasses on, and he said, "Why do you put all that makeup on?" Denise saw it, didn't know. It's all rubbed off now, but it was. I said, "Baby, because I want to," and I had my hair fixed. So this is what I look like.
Because I can't.
That's what I look like going out to the car, you guys. That right there. I didn't care. That was my umbrella. I got to get me another umbrella. I left mine in my sister's car
Been there, done that.
But yeah, I was in the bathroom, fluffing up my hair and then spraying it. He said,
Yep.
"Why you put on that makeup?" Because Kevin likes plain Jane. You guys love plain Jane. I don't care. I said, "Well, baby, it's because I just enjoy
I
it."
like it.
So I said, when I put my glasses on, you won't see all of that eye makeup. So I put my makeup on, was in the kitchen, and he looked at me. He said, "You look very pretty." I said, "Well, thank you." He said, "Your hair and your makeup, your lipstick looks real good." I think he got to thinking about it. I must have had a look on my face when he said that about my makeup. And I said, "Thank you, baby. You think I'm pretty?" And then I got a hug and a kiss. Oh, your internet's been wonky, Raven.
Oh.
Denise's is like that a lot of times. But
Well, it ain't
yeah,
so bad, man. Well, it does it. Like if it's rained a few days or if it's raining real hard, it's crazy. Or if the
yeah,
wind is blowing really bad.
she lives in the country.
Yeah, if it's really overcast big time, it might. But yeah.
But sometimes my face is to paint on, and Tiffany's that way too. And look, you guys, when I pulled up to take the truck, her and the person that hired her, they were outside, and she works at Domino's, and believe me, they don't get much of a time to sit down. It is just, I don't think anybody around here cooks, and I think Domino's is the main pizza place because we got about 3 or 4, and Tiffany and them will go nonstop. But anyway, I drove up, and she said her friend said, "Well, there comes your sister." Tiffany said, "Yeah, I know." Um, all right, Tracy. Tracy, I am so excited that you
Love
came
you,
on
baby.
with us. So excited. You guys, I don't even you get out there and go fix Ryan because I can't put into words the correct words of how good it is for you to even make it in the chat
Amen.
is a big, big deal.
Blessing, blessing, blessing.
I love you guys. I love you, Tracy, and everybody out here. They love you so much.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm kind of squirreling or hamster today because I wanted to at least come on for a minute or so. And Denise, I'm watching the time.
Me too.
But yeah, I got look. Tiffany done her makeup before she went to work, and she come in there because she was off yesterday, and she come in there and tell me and her dad. She come in there and said, "Man, it was something last night." She said it was so bad I about sweated my eyelashes off because she had on her fake eyelashes. She said it was raining down, and I thought I'm gonna lose my eyelashes. So believe me, she does not put on her face to be making pizzas to impress anybody. She does it because just to do it. Hey, Sandy,
Hey, baby.
Howdy.
did
How
you
are
see
you?
Tracy in the chat?
I did.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yep. That's a
It's
good
so
deal.
good to see you.
Yep.
You look very good today.
Well, thank you.
Not meaning that you don't any other day, but real
You
good
look
today.
especially good today.
Hmm.
You look kind of saucy today.
Uh-oh.
That's what we call it. Not sassy, but saucy.
That's probably because I got all my shipping done finally.
Oh,
And you
I know
rested?
you're happy.
Yep. I got scolded and you know what at and about the shipping and
It wasn't me.
So that makes you look like that? Well, I'm going
Yeah,
to
I
call you
guess.
every day then and tell you about yourself. 1-800 tell Sandy about herself. We'll put the 800 number out there. 1-800 tell Sandy about herself. Take decades off.
Yeah. I'm no, I got talked to about not getting the shipping out fast enough. So, and basically, I guess what I'm guilty of is not telling you guys when I'm not feeling good. You know?
Some of us
Told
know.
everybody you were sick.
Some of us know without you saying anything. Most
Yeah.
She
of
was
us.
sick for a week.
So,
You'd been sick. Crazy people.
I guess I have to be a little bit more transparent, which I really don't like to do, but
you and Tracy both.
you know,
What do you, child?
I know, Sandy.
really pissed me off.
But see, all right, if you're not a reseller like what you guys do, like Casey used to, the auction part was one thing I would thought that was a hard part. No, it was
That's the
what
easy
you
part.
had to do after. You know, it was he would be tied up in knots trying to make sure got everything correct and double check and that's the part I'd be like, oh, you know.
Yeah. Well, the auctions wear me out, you know.
Yeah.
And then you got to turn right around and package all this stuff up and get it out. And unfortunately, this last auction, I got sick about halfway through it. And
Yeah.
then I stayed sick for
A
week
week.
or week and a half. Yeah. So
You were
anyway,
really sick. Really sick. I mean, puking sick for a week.
Sandy,
yeah.
we wish that we felt like we did at least 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I had problems, but it was like 3 years ago. I just felt like um, I could last longer, being online and stuff like that. So a lot can change in like 3 years or 2 years with your health.
Well, the way that I describe it is my health is going downhill and I'm running out of hill,
Yeah.
you know? So I don't know how long, God's going to give me on this earth,
Yeah.
but I do the best I can with what I got.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like I told my mom because she said, "Well, yeah, I cook because don't know if I'm gonna make it. Don't know if I'm gonna be here until next Thanksgiving. I'm 82. I don't know." And I said, "Well, Mom, you don't know if I'll be here next Thanksgiving." I said, "God comes back,
Yeah.
none of us will. I pray
Right.
that none of us will, but you know." I'll tell her sometimes. I said, "Mom, you're subject to outlive the rest of your kids." She'll say, "The Lord, don't say that." I said, "We don't know,
It's
you know."
raining.
No, it says our days are numbered.
Yeah,
We just don't know the number.
Exactly.
and we're just trying to hang in here and be like-minded. Other
Yes.
several of you guys out there are resellers. And
There's a lot of them.
yeah, and you guys understand that part of it. Some of us just talk about our broken bodies, but yet there's a reason a lot of people go to doing what like Sandy does and all, because at some point couldn't make it in you couldn't work at can't
Regular
say a job, because what you guys do
9
is
to
actually
5.
more hours than what a job is.
No.
Yeah,
We all know what a job is.
that's true. But anyway, I just wanted to come in and say, hey,
I'm so glad to see you, sweetheart.
And thank
I
you for
have been
sending me
sleeping at night.
that song. That was beautiful.
wasn't that powerful?
Yes.
Yes,
Wow.
it was awesome. That song just blew me away. I was just, oh man, you talking about praising?
Supposedly that guy got it from an angel.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read
Yeah,
about
you
it.
need to go and see the backstory on that
I did.
song.
I read it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my goodness.
And
Awesome.
they've got it in Greek on a loop for an hour. I wish they'd do that in English, because
Yeah.
I'd keep it playing in the background all the time if I could.
Yeah. Well, it was great.
Oh, all right. Neville says he's trying to switch from reselling to print on demand.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to put together some books, that I can put on Amazon and print on demand type thing that it'll give me some passive income where I'm not, working all the time. That I do it once and then it's on Amazon and it can be reproduced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, I have to get to the post office now with all the packages.
Well, thank you for jumping in, and we love you.
I love you
very
too.
much,
Oh,
baby.
cooties at you.
I love
Back
you.
at you.
Oh,
Bye,
Bye.
baby. I love you. That made my day.
I love that woman.
I do too.
That woman loves
With
me too.
my heart. She is very special.
You guys, my shirt today. My shirt says
Baby,
can't adult today. Can't adult today.
Can't adult today.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, bargain effect. Hey,
Well, hello
me,
there.
um,
Tommy,
Myra,
how's it going?
I would like to be able to do a drone, but I think it would make me woozy. I mean, really. Um, I don't think that I would be able to do it
What do you want? Do you need out?
because I can't
Yes,
handle
ma'am.
the motion part of it. But
So-
it would be cool. It would really be cool. Um,
Oh, yeah, it would be where you're at.
mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I could show the river and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
But
Stop.
I could be done run into a car or something. I just don't know.
That's why you practice.
Um, Tommy, if you can, if you would share Tracy's GoFundMe page, she is trying to get up enough money to do her.
Put it in the chat again.
Yeah, what is the anyway, the GoFundMe page, ketamine.
Yeah.
Tracy needs
She
to,
has to have infusions,
yeah, ketamine infusions. So
and
if,
insurance won't pay for it. And she got to
yeah,
go out of
if
state to have it.
you and Destiny could just share it out, I would so appreciate it
Oh,
because
yeah.
that is all about Tracy right there and her inability to have control over her pain. And that's why, she's not on here, but she was in the chat. I was so happy to see.
Was. She was. That was awesome. Stop.
And I guarantee it took all, thank you. And I guarantee it took all she could, you guys, to be in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I know it did. I know it did. Tracy's very strong and she doesn't ask anybody, for
anything.
anything.
No.
So for her to do that, she talked to me and Denise about it. And I said, nothing's wrong with doing that. You need to.
Yeah. That's important.
But, none of us really know what someone else is struggling with on this side and on your side of your computers.
Exactly.
So, when you go out somewhere or if you go in the chat somewhere, just, be extra nice and, tell somebody, I'm thinking of you or look, I helped somebody's family have Gouda cheese. I
Yes,
forgot.
you did. I was there. I'm here
I
jealous.
forgot to get Kevin's Parmesan for the spaghetti. No, yeah, that's what it was. And I
Yes,
said,
stinky cheese.
we don't have Parmesan cheese. And I said, well, you're cooking. I'll go back. So I had to go in the bedroom to get my purse. And he said, where are you going? Kroger.
Get
Well,
your
what you got
stinky.
to get? I thought we had a Parmesan. Oh my God. I just put up my finger. I said, don't even start. Mm-mm. So I had told Tiffany, I said, well, you never know. There might be somebody I got to talk to. Went in there
And she
just for the
did.
cheese. And there was somebody talking on the phone. They said, well, I don't see the Gouda. I don't see the Gouda. So I said, excuse me, I don't mean to butt in your conversation, but that is probably a specialty cheese. And it will be over on that shelf over there where the bakery is. She said, oh, okay. So when I was headed out, I said, did you find it? She said, thank you. Here it is. So I saved the Gouda.
Stop. Why don't you lay down? Here.
But,
There you go.
not just that. I mean, I saw somebody I knew, and you just never know when somebody might be having a bad day.
No.
You just never know. People say there's angels around us, but and I believe there are, but also, God just gives us the ability to spread some cheer sometimes. And some people might not be up for that cheer.
Not gonna hurt you.
The day before Thanksgiving, somebody told Casey,
Go
Happy Thanksgiving. And he said, same to you, Happy Thanksgiving. And she said, well, you don't sound very happy. He said, I'm sorry. He said, this is my first Thanksgiving, not with my family. He said, and they said, where are you from? Because they can't tell that Casey's Southern. If that had been me up in New Hampshire and they said that, well, what part of Mississippi or Tennessee are you from, or Georgia? But with him, you can't really tell. He doesn't have our accent. But anyway, that made him feel a little bit better because he was able to just, tell somebody why he felt down. And, within just a small conversation, they made him feel a little bit better. So I told him, I said, yeah, I had my meltdown the day before Thanksgiving too. But anyway, we never know what our purpose is. But it's 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes before my cutoff time because I got to go to the store. I love you guys. And thank you for coming on. Thank you guys for sharing out Tracy's GoFundMe page. Denise, I'll be calling you. You know that. I'll be calling you to be
Yeah.
riding with me. Denise will go
Right.
with me.
Love you
But
guys.
anyway,
God bless.
quick goodbye, and I love you guys. Well, if I can find
She lost.